Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Awesome NVC here, back with another video today. Today I'll be showing you guys how to get the best performance and best settings to get the most FPS in Fortnite and overall on your PC. It's been a while since I've posted any videos regarding Fortnite or anything. It's been a couple months, maybe a couple years. But now it's the summer, so I'm back. And yeah, since it's a new season, I'll be showing you guys how to get the most FPS and the most performance whilst playing. I currently have an RTX 3060 and an i7-9700F, and I'm getting about 240, 250 FPS in game, which with my specs is very difficult. You'd normally get around 170, 180. But I got at least 80s, 60-ish around FPS boost by doing these simple tricks, which aren't even installing any files or anything like that. Very simple tricks and tips. So yeah, I'll be going on with them. So the first one you want to do is going into your actual Fortnite settings, and you want to copy as followed. You want to always play on full screen. It always even says you'll run slightly faster. 1920 by 1080. You can play in others, 1600 by 900, which can get you more FPS. However, I personally prefer 1920 by 1080 because the difference is minute, and you can see clearer the game. VSync, always have it turned off unless you want G-Sync from your NVIDIA drivers that your monitor can actually install, which you can go in NVIDIA, which I still don't recommend, but you can still do if you want to. Frame rate, you always want to go your actual frame rate. However, if you're under 180, if you're 200 or less, you always want to go 1 over. So say I have 180, you want to put 200, or 165, you want to put 180. Except if you have 240 or 360, and you keep your monitor refresh rate, which is 240 for me. You always want to be playing on performance mode unless you want to play in DX11 or 12, which I personally recommend performance mode. You get much more FPS. It's the best one by far. It's just overall the best mode you can get, and it looks pretty good. And then this is just preference, but this is how I like it. And you want to copy as followed. 3D resolution on 100. You can do less, say 50, but it doesn't look as good. I think you'd have to go in game to check that out, but I personally like 100%. And view distance near, textures low, and meshes low. You want to keep your FPS if you want to check your FPS. And then I virtualized geometry off. And now what we're going to do is you're going to switch to DX11, and or DX12 if DX11 is unable to load for you, and you're going to restart your game. And what we're going to do right now is go into your settings in DX11 and change the settings based on DX11, which even though you don't have access to those settings in performance mode, they still affect your game drastically. I tested it before this video starting, having all my settings on Epic DX11 and switching to performance mode, and you can tell a difference in frame rate. So what we're going to do is just switch over to DX11, which I recommend DX11. I'll explain later on, because we're going to do something to get rid of DX12, which we'll go over in a bit. And once you're in the game, you want to go to the same page in the settings, those 3 lines on the top left. Close here, top left, 3 lines, settings. And now you have all these options, as you can see, which we didn't previously have in performance mode. And you want to keep all of these settings the same. But now what we're going to do is, you're probably not going to have the custom option. You're only going to have these 4. Low, medium, high, and epic, as you see on the right side. So you're going to put low to start it off. And what you're going to do is you're going to keep anti-aliasing, and super resolution off. It's very, very bad for your performance. It's grayed out, so you can't really change it. 3D resolution, I personally keep 100%. This is going to activate now the custom option. You want to keep this and this, which are grayed out, on off. Shadows off 100%. global illumination off, reflections off, view distance. I prefer near. However, if you want to do medium or high or epic, that's your preference. It does affect performance. However, if you want to see things from far distance, it all depends on your personal preference. But I would usually go with low. Textures, I would go with low. Effects, low, and post-processing, low as well. Show FPS, I would put on. Use GPU crash debugging, always on off. This is horrible. Latency markers, also always on off, unless you're trying to check your response time on your computer and your debug and latency, etc. And low latency, always the maximum that you have, which can be on or on plus boost or whatever it is. On plus boost in this case. You want to apply. You should have these settings. I'll go over them again. There. So those are the settings for the actual game itself. Now we're going to close down Fortnite. We're gonna switch back to performance mode. Apply, and you're gonna restart your game. And now, actually, what we're gonna do is we're not doing anything related to Fortnite. We're gonna go to our NVIDIA control panel. I'm actually gonna close down Fortnite because we're not gonna need it right now. I'll just close it down when we open it. But now what we're going to do is we're going to have to go to our NVIDIA control panel so that we can access our actual graphics card and how, like, the performance of it, latency, how to get the most performance out of it. And yeah, so I'm going to close down Fortnite here because we're not going to need it. NVIDIA control panel. We're going to load that up. Give me a sec. There, close down Fortnite. So all you have to do is click NVIDIA control panel, right click NVIDIA control panel, and you'll be loaded up to this page. You want to go to this thing. You want to go to use my preference, emphasizing on adjust image settings with preview, and you're going to be on here probably. You want to slide it down to performance, and then switch it back to use the advanced 3D image settings. After this, either you can click take me there or go to manage 3D settings. You go there. We're going to go to this page. And now in global settings, this is the settings that work the best for me. And I've seen a lot of people use the same settings. Pros in the games, Valorant, COD, Fortnite, etc. And these settings always seem to be very good. There's some different for some games and preferences, but this overall gets the most performance without being too bad for your computer or getting any visual impairments. So just copy as followed, image scaling off, ambient occlusion off, and just copying. I'm just going to scroll down with it so you can just copy down. This, you always want to choose the graphics card that you have. Prefer maximum performance. You always want highest available, which is whatever your monitor can accept. You want high performance here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now you want to click apply, and once you click apply, there should be something. Oh, change it back in 15 seconds. You click no. You just like keep it as is. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go. So we're gonna leave this page for NVIDIA. We're gonna go to settings. Now we're gonna search up power and sleep settings. You're gonna go to this page. Now you want to go all the way to the right to additional power settings. Click on that. Now you might get some options, maybe like this, or maybe only high performance. You want to try getting high performance or ultimate, preferably ultimate performance. But if that option isn't available for you, which isn't available for a lot of PCs, it wasn't available for me actually before I switched to an RTX 3060 on GTX. It didn't have that option, but now it does. So you want to click ultimate performance or high performance. And that's basically going to get you more FPS and just get the most performance on your computer. Now what you want to do is you want to close this down, go to home, you want to go to gaming. Now you want to go to game mode, you want to click this button and make it on, because this basically makes your Windows optimized for playing any game at all. It doesn't have to be COD, Fortnite, Valorant, Minecraft, anything that you play. Makes Windows good for that game, which is amazing. And on your right, actually, you're going to go to graphics setting, and here you want to click on for this, because as you can see here, even the Windows says reduce latency and improve performance. You might have to restart your PC. I already have and done it, so you just want to click on and restart your PC to do it. And here, this is very important. This is to enable high performance for whatever game. I have FIFA and Fortnite. What you can do is you browse in your computer, and you go to wherever your game is. Say my Fortnite is here. You just save your game. You click on your game. I already have my game, obviously, but you want to click on your game, and you want to just enable it here, and you're probably going to see it here, and you're going to have options here. Power saving, let Windows decide, or high performance. We always want to go to high performance because we want to get the most performance out of our computer. So high performance. It might ask you to restart your computer, so just do that. If it doesn't, that's good. And by now we're probably getting a lot of performance in our computer. Now the next thing we're going to do is go back to the Epic Games Launcher as we were previously. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to our library. This is for Fortnite specifically. So you want to go to the game. You want to click these three dots right here under the game. I have a lot of hours on the game. But you want to go to options, and you probably have something different. We don't care about languages. So what you want to do is you want to enable Fortnite Save the World. Unless you play it and that's what you like, then you might as well keep it. I play it very rarely, so I disabled it. High resolution textures, you definitely want to turn that off. You just unclick it. And basically, this obviously you want to keep on. This is a game. DX12 shaders. This is basically something that makes DX12 work. So if you enjoy playing on DX12 a lot, I still recommend you playing on performance mode. But if you still want to budge and still want to play DX12, you have to keep this on to play DX12. But, however, if you want to play performance mode, you should turn this off because it's 4 gigabytes that you're keeping on your computer for no reason. And it's basically just good quality for DX12. But if you don't use DX12, there's no point of keeping it. So you want to uncheck this one. And disable cosmetic streaming. You want to check this one, even though it gets gigabytes for you. Because basically what it does is, inside the game, when people are loading into matches and etc., their skins and cosmetic items are all being streamed and shown on your screen and streamed. And it was on Twitter and on the Fortnite website, if I'm not mistaken. Even Epic Games said that it can increase your bandwidth size, which I'm not a geek or an expert. However, I do know that the bandwidth, or however bigger it gets, means the more latency you get. So it's bad for your computer. You want to check this option so that you disable cosmetic streaming. You want to click apply. It's going to take a while for your Fortnite to it's not going to take a while for your Fortnite to load. It might take 1 to 5 minutes. It's just going to go really quickly for those settings to launch. And once you go into that, you're going to already have saved storage and have gotten better performance. And now the last thing that we want to do today is you want to go to your GeForce Experience, which is your main page for your graphics card. You want to go to the section drivers, and you want to go for check for updates. And you want to do this frequently, maybe at least once a week, and always keep checking for the most recent updates. And if it does have an option here, it should say Express or custom installation. You want to go Express, and you want to always get the newest drivers available so that you can have the best performance on any games that you play. And basically that's pretty much it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave the comments down below if you guys did get a performance increase. Any questions you guys can just leave down below. I'll be sure to try and getting answered to them. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.